Hey everybody, welcome to Kings and Queens of Porn, another beautiful edition. We have tonight with us, my special guest is Kamile Amora. Did I say it right, Kamile?
Yes, you did.
Good, good, good. I like that. And of course, my beautiful co-host, Alexa Gray.
Hey, everybody.
All right, so we're gonna get into it. I want to make a brief announcement. Pretty soon, Alexa and I will be on Demon Seed Radio. We will have Kings and Queens. She approached me at the beginning of the week and asked if we would bring our show to the network. So I'm really excited about it. We'll be starting 2019 off with another one. So the show now is going into syndication. We're on 3 different stations, iHeart, and we're coming up on Spotify. So I'm kind of excited about it, and I think it's going to be a good move for us. So I think, you all ready, Alexa, for that?
I am all ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I think it's great. It's very exciting. Very exciting. That's awesome.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to tell you. All right, so Kamile, let's
Yeah.
get on with this because our interview, I've been telling everybody. Now, Kamile was supposed to do an interview with me like months ago, okay? And her busy schedule, my busy schedule, and then I've been sick on and off. So it's just we finally did this. We're finally doing it. And she's had a lot of changes.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome, definitely. And she does her thing. She's out there. So let me ask you, when did you get into porn? Has it been a while, or what made you get into porn?
So I got in February of 2014. So I'm going on my 5th year.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
What made
you have
you?
to excuse me. I have a cough right now.
Oh, that's cool because I've been sick too. So if we all stop coughing, y'all know that we're sick already.
Don't be dropping on me, girls. Come on.
right. I just thought of that. We don't want to get you sick. All right. So, how did you get into the industry? Did you just wake up and say, "Hey, I want to be a porn star"?
No, actually, Kelly, I started dancing when I was 18, and then I moved on from that. I was still dancing, but I started doing webcam for a while, about 2010, and I was already comfortable being in front of the camera and everything, so Scoreland reached out to me, and I want to say it was like December or January. Yeah, it was December 2013, and I was doing webcam, but they reached out to me to come and do what I thought was going to be doing, like, big titty magazine porn and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But they told me that they wanted me to come do a tits and tugs scene, and it wasn't really explained to me. So, like, I went and got tested and everything, and I thought that was just, like, protocol for anybody that's doing photos. So I get out there, and they wanted me to basically do a tits and tugs, which is, for anybody that doesn't know, it's a Russian, it's a titty, what do you call it, titty fucking.
Oh, really? I was thinking it was more of like, they put their hands on your tits and just pull, like a tug.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
No, you're tugging on his dick with your titties. That's what the tug is.
Wow. So they call it, what is it called?
Tits and tug.
Tits and tug. Wow. Instead of just saying titty fucking.
Right.
Tits and tug.
On that, then I would have been already knew what I was doing. So I'm like you haven't done this before? No.
Wow.
Oh, no, really? Yeah. So, they said I did really good with my first one, and they wanted me to come back the second day. They had that plan. They wanted me to do a BJ scene instead. So, apparently, after my first 2 scenes, I got really good feedback from the fans, and they called me back or emailed me back 2 weeks later and said if I could come back in another 2 weeks that they wanted me to do a boy and girl. So I thought about it, and I ended up there and did my first boy girl, and I haven't left porn since.
Oh, wow.
Good for you.
Wow.
That's a great way to get into it. Yeah.
I'm not going to, I'm going to be thinking of this tits and tugs all night, right? I'm going to be going to sleep thinking of tits and tugs.
I love our show is because every week we always learn something new. You know how there's always something that comes out. You're like, didn't know that one.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that.
Definitely.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That's so crazy. So what, I know you've done some traveling with it all, right?
Yeah, I'm always on the go.
Oh, I see that. I see that. I seen you did some bowling the other day.
Yeah. I came back into town for my first, what we call New Faces, where you go down to the main AVN office and they do like a photo shoot and a few interviews and stuff. So I'll be featured in the AVN magazine in January.
Nice.
Shout out to my publicist, James Bartolay, for Galaxy Publicity, because he got me in like exactly at the right time, because like it takes 2 months for everything to be edited into the magazine, and 2 months from now it's going to be AVN. So it's like perfect timing.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
You always gotta like it when things fall into place just perfectly, right? That's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
So
great.
then you'll be going to AVN for sure then?
Yes, I will. I'll be signing
Excellent.
at the Galaxy Publicity booth, and I think I'll be signing also at the Ideal Image Models with my agent, T-Real.
Nice.
Oh,
I will
okay.
have to come by and say hi.
Definitely. Love to see you.
All right, so I know you were explaining to me too, like you were transitioning out of one category into another, right?
Yes. As I mentioned before, when I started porn, I got into the titty, titty categories, big breasts, but I was not aware that I was going to be classified as BBW, because for growing up in the adult industry, stripping and everything, I was never classified as that. Like, I've always been 130 to 150 pounds. Like, that was the biggest. And when I got in the industry, I was only 143 pounds. So it was put in a couple of my pictures that I was like 190, and I'm like, I was never that much.
Wow.
So, like, it was.
Why would they put that? I don't think I've ever had a picture ever, as far as I know, where my weight has ever been published, ever.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
What is it on?
There's 2 things you don't ask a woman. One is what her weight is,
And her
second
age.
is how old she is. You just don't ask those things.
Right.
Never.
Exactly.
I lie about both of them. Flat out. You know? Like,
Well, and then
God,
another
man.
situation, it said that I was like 30. It said I was born in 1979. I
Well,
was
damn.
born, no, 1985. That's what it was, and I was born in 89. So as it is, I'm already not a 18, 21 year old. You know, I do look that young, but at the end of the day, I'm still 29.
Right.
So for it to say that I'm born in 85, I'm already in my 30s. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, you just wait, though. You turn like 25, and all of a sudden you're considered a MILF. And I'm like,
Yeah.
since when? Like, I don't even
I think
understand
what it
that.
is,
I'm like,
because these even girls that they start out as like barely legal, and then they go and get their titties done, and then they're a MILF.
Oh wow.
yeah.
And it's so funny
Yeah, like
because
20,
I just
like
read.
age of 21 or something.
I just read
Right.
something on Facebook too that they were saying a MILF, and then they were saying what a cougar is and what age a cougar starts, and I just started dying laughing. And my age, because it's like I'm older, you know what I mean, and nobody believes me when I tell them how old I am. They're like, no way, you know, and I'm like, yeah. But
I lie about that always.
I do
No.
too. I do too.
Always.
It's like, don't ask me my age. Are you crazy? So what was like you started doing cam? I heard you say that.
Yeah.
I have to
so-
ask you. I have to ask you before we go into it. What is the weirdest like? Every week we get somebody, and a lot of them mostly do.
This
What
is
is
one
the?
of our favorite questions.
Yeah, it is. It's Kel's favorite question. Like, what is the wackiest thing that somebody's asked you to do on cam?
Actually, in porn or just in cam?
Either or.
I was just saying either way.
Yeah.
Probably because my fear is clowns. So I hate clowns. Like I'll probably go run and jump underneath the cover, or I'll sock you in your face if you have a clown.
Oh wow.
All right, note to self: do not dress up as a clown. And
Yeah,
go on these
don't
twists.
ever,
Yeah,
ever.
got it.
And don't you
Got
know,
it.
tonight I changed my border and it's a clown. What the hell?
This guy started giving okay, so this is back when I was still using PayPal. This guy sent me money through PayPal. I was talking to him on StreamAid, and he wanted me to dress up as a clown and pop balloons, like just pop them, and he jack off to it.
Oh my
Like,
God!
just,
What is with the
just
balloons?
like bounce on him. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the balloon thing seems to be pretty popular, Cal.
Yeah, every week. I'm telling you, every other week somebody tells me about balloons. And like, I'm gonna lie, balloons are like
balloon
my
pop
favorite.
is a big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a big fetish for a lot of people.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. I thought it was like, what is that word? The asphyxiation or something? Like,
Yep.
that's where the balloons come from, maybe? Like, they have a asphyxiation? Because I know, ain't that another way, like, people, if they inhale the
the gas from the balloons.
The helium.
Yeah.
They'll inhale the helium. But what it is with the balloons is that pop and release. So you can see the pressure building, and it's like pop release. So it's like an orgasm.
Oh wow!
So it's like building, and when they pop it, it's like that's a euphoria. That's that pop shot kind of thing for them, and it excites them every time they hear it because it's like. Do you remember? I mean, this could date me. I mean, it's so old for even me. But you know those little Jack in the Box things, right? Where you twist it, and it pops up. You never know when the damn thing's gonna pop up, but your heart stops every time. That's what it does for them. It's a rush.
Oh my God!
So what do they? Right? Wait, they jerk off. Wait, I gotta get this. So how the hell are they turned on by freaking balloons?
Balloons, yes.
I mean, I love balloons, and it bothers me.
Picture the balloon as a penis, right? They're jerking off to it, and they're watching it get bigger and bigger and bigger, and squish tighter and tighter and tighter. They're knowing that at some point in time it's going to pop because they can't take the pressure anymore. It's just like them.
He's just jacking off till he comes.
Oh.
Like that's
the pressure building up, and then he pops.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that
like balloon.
So that was like the weirdest one you've had, Kamile?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was, I don't know. Like, I had some weird ones, but that was the weirdest. Like, I was sitting there trying not to laugh, and he was like, I'll tip you more if you don't laugh. No, I can't. There's no way I can do it and keep a straight face, knowing damn well I'm scared of what I have on my face. Like, you just have me dress up as the thing I've been scared of my whole life. And I'm supposed to make this thing.
Yeah, this is supposed to be sexy.
Wow.
Oh,
well, I hope he paid you good for that.
Yeah, I got $600 out of it, so I was like, all right.
For dressing up like a clown and playing with some balloons, okay? I might be in the wrong industry here.
Yep.
I might be in the wrong industry. But I love balloons.
No, we've already decided that, honey. You still are in the wrong industry.
I know, everybody tells me this, but that's okay. I love my music. I can't, So, Kamile, what else? So, what else have you done? Like, I know that you said that so you transformed from the stripping to the porn.
Yep.
And then you stayed with porn, and you straightened out the whole BBW thing, which, I mean, I guess if I wasn't a BBW, you know what I mean, I would, you know what I'm saying? I would want to get that straightened out, too.
Well, because it's nothing against the BBW community. I've been nominated for 6 BBW awards last year with the BBW awards.
It might be because of your tits. They're so big.
But it is. And the thing is, like, a lot of people don't understand is when you shoot for BBW companies, because that's what they're focused on is your stomach and your weight. They zoom in. Right. So it makes me look like I'm a lot bigger. Like, there's pictures and videos where companies wouldn't hire me because they go Google my name, and that's the first thing they see is, like, it says 200-pound Kamile Amora. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's telling them, like, they're seeing a body that's not there. Like, I looked at the pictures, and I'm like, I have these exact pictures. Like, I was not that big that day. Like, right. I'm looking at, because I take pictures of myself. I have people that will stand to the side and use my phone and take snaps and pictures of myself while I'm filming or taking my pretty girls. And they'll snap that so that I see what I'm seeing, and then when the pictures get released, I'm like, bro, these don't even look the same.
Well, and you're right, they do, though. The companies, the BBW companies like Plumber Pass and others, their fans want to see big girls. And so They will angle cameras differently and to try to take shots of you that make you look bigger or put you in positions that make you look bigger. So it emphasizes your size and all the things that we, don't necessarily find because society told us it's not beautiful. All the things that we kind of maybe want to hide from fans, and we take pictures at certain angles that make us look better and that are more flattering, and they're taking all of the up close and your belly jiggling and this, that, and the other thing, and it's like, wow. So not what I wanted everybody to see, but again, when you're shooting for somebody, you don't really have the choice in that.
Wow.
Exactly. So there's been pictures where I've sat there and I'm like, when I've gotten turned down by companies, like that's why it took so long for me to have an agent, because no agency wanted to work with me, because that's what anybody would see. You're not going to get any companies to be like, oh yeah, I want this girl from your agency. If that's what they're seeing, and they're used to working with barely legal looking girls, like they're 18, 19, skinny, petite, like they're like, no, like why would we hire her? We have these girls. And that's why I like it made me get my body right, get straight back into the gym. I've been in the gym full throttle. I need to go back because I've been out of the gym for 2 days. But I've been working on my diet, and I've just been trying to keep my health up to par, like my fitness. I'm going to be taking a break after ABN for a couple months just to get my fitness and my body back on track and everything, so that I can come back out harder than ever. But hopefully by that time I'll have other bigger companies that want to shoot with me and everything, because I feel like being in the industry for almost 5 years, my name should have been out there more. But with that, having that category tied to me, it's not. Like, people know who my name is, but they're like, wait, hold on, let me Google her and make sure that, oh, no, that doesn't look like her pictures. That's not what she posts, like.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's hard when you're kind of pigeonholed into a category, especially one that doesn't necessarily describe who you are or what it is that you want to portray. It is definitely difficult to get out of. I personally look at you as seen your pictures. I see what you post. To me, I am a BBW, but you are not, right?
You don't even seem like
phenomenal. You have phenomenal assets. I'll give you that.
Yeah, but
you're not a big girl.
I have to disagree, though, because Alexa, I think you've lost some weight, and I hope you don't lose no more, because you don't want to.
Well, I was just gonna say that like, in porn, I mean, regardless, unless I go and lose another 60 pounds, I'm always going to be considered, a plus size girl, and I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm proud to wear that. I'm okay with that. But I know I'm even, I don't want to be criticized, but I'm kind of shunned a bit in the BBW community because they're like, well, you're not really BBW.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what?
Exactly.
Why do we have to label ourselves anyways? Can we not just be who we are? And so for me, even, I'm wanting to not transition out of the BBW, but it's definitely not going to be my focus and my focal point. It's not going to be, on every single one of my posts, because it's not that I don't identify with it, it's just, it doesn't identify me, if that makes sense. You don't want to be labeled. I know sometimes
I totally agree.
I
totally agree. And I mean, it's such a society thing too, like I'm a BBW. I ain't gonna lie. I was always small, and then I've been sick for the last 7 years, and they've been pumping me with steroids like crazy. So I never realized though that steroids could really mess you up like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can.
Last year,
if they have you take you off of it like that, you have to wean yourself off of it and everything.
It's just crazy.
My grandma was on that for a while. And
yeah,
it makes you blow up.
It does. I mean, I've gained some serious weight from it, and last year I finally decided, I was going to go vegetarian, and I'm actually thinking about.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about going back to it. I started back.
I can't do it.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's hard because I could give up everything but chicken. I don't care about the beef and the pork.
See, that's what I do is chicken and turkey.
Yeah, see, chicken, turkey, and fish. And
and
I
seafood,
started
yeah.
doing keto, and I loved keto, but I wasn't having much. I don't know. I think the vegan, I lost way more. Like, I lost 70 pounds within 5 months. So
Damn.
I was
Holy
so
hell.
happy, you know what I mean? But don't you know, because of all the steroids this year, I gained it all back. So it's like, but I can definitely understand both y'all's points, because not being in porn, of course, but I hate being classified as a BBW. And it's not that I feel like I'm ugly or anything like that. I know I'm not. But it's the fact that society just puts you in that group. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
yeah, I am. I do need to lose weight. And as you say, Alexa, even if I lose what I want to lose, I'll be like 200 pounds. So I'm still going to be classified as a BBW. You know what I mean? Because I'll never be
Well, see,
petite.
for me, it comes down to it. If you can look in the mirror and be happy with the reflection that you can see, and you are physically healthy, it should not matter what the numbers on the scale say or what title they put on you. Like, really, you want to go to a size where you're happy and you're healthy, and that's great. And that's all that really should matter,
Right.
is that you're
And
healthy,
I
you're
think
healthy.
people should focus more on the health side of it. And I really
Yeah.
do think that's what it is. Because, like, you can be, I've seen people that are big and, they're healthy as heck, and it's like, okay,
Right.
I got you, but I think with me, like, especially with my breathing problems, I have a lot of asthma attacks. So I think that, the weight will help come off. You know what I'm saying? It'll help my breathing. But,
Well, yeah, it definitely will.
right. So it's like, I
But
definitely.
skinny girls aren't necessarily, not to label them as skinny girls, but girls who are considerably smaller, they're not necessarily healthy either.
Oh, no. Definitely.
Some of them are on the Jenny Crack diet. That can't be good for you.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Just just be happy and just be happy with who you are and love the skin you're in. That's one of my biggest things, is that it doesn't matter.
Me too,
But
because
in
of
this
the fact
industry,
that.
unfortunately, it does matter. And like you said, when big, huge companies are not wanting to shoot with you because you've been labeled as something else, it's sad, because then you have to fight twice as hard
Right.
to show them who you really are and see if you can possibly get a chance to get in the door, and then you have to be that way in order for them to shoot with you. And I just wish it goes to one step deeper, where companies just realize that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. And yes, your fans, certain ones like certain things, but other ones that you're not even tapping into like other things. So just shoot at a variety of people, and it would solve a whole lot of problems.
And work on
I want to I want to go back to something you were saying, Alexa. That brings up a really valid point. When you were saying how that you would be shunned on by the BBW community for not being as big as a BBW. I had a similar situation happen. I think it was like my second year in the industry. I was going to the BBW event night at Hustlers. And I was one of the girls that was told that they wanted to go on stage and compete in the contest and everything. And none of the girls were shunning me. It was more like the fans were up there like, what are you doing? Like, you're not big. Why are you up here? Like, I didn't get one single clap by the fans. Regardless, I made money on stage, but nobody clapped when it came down to me. And I was like it was just the girls that were clapping.
Wow.
And I was like,
that's
And
brutal.
even like my significant other was there, and I had 4 other girls there, and they were like, you don't even need to be here. Like, that shows you right there, you're not BBW. I was like, yeah, well, that's what society thinks I am, so whatever.
No,
but
it's again, somebody's got to label you as something, and if you go and shoot even like for score,
I'm making my own label. I'm about to make my own label. Fuck this.
Exactly.
And there is a bunch of people coming up and going, hey, you know what? This is ridiculous. I mean, I'm in that in between. I'm too big for a mainstream girl, and I'm too small for a BBW girl, right? So I'm like, okay, so basically I don't fit,
Wow.
And I'm like, you know what? At first, when I was told that, I was really upset. Because I'm like, I've been busting my ass for 2 years, and now you're telling me after all of this I don't fit. That nothing's just not going to work for me in this. And I'm like, you know what? Now I'm going, hell yeah, I don't fit. I'm going to pave my own way. I don't even care. I just don't even care. I don't have to fit into your label. If you like what you see and you want to shoot with me, then let's do that. If you don't, then there's plenty of amazingly beautiful, sexy, gorgeous women out there that you should absolutely shoot with. 110%. Go find them.
Now, Kamile, do you think that maybe where you're not where you want to be, like you said, you want to be a bigger brand? What if you how about your social media? Is that like on the go? Like, do you keep up with it and put hours into it?
Yeah. And as I said, I have a publicist now too that's been getting my social media better and everything.
Well, that's good. Great. That's good.
Up until now, I've been the only one to manage my social media, and I've got a lot of followers now on my Twitter. It's not where I want to be because they keep on. For some reason, Twitter is like deleting a bunch of followers because I'm getting messages like, "Wait, hold up, why do I have to follow you again? Did you stop following me?" I'm like, "Huh?" So I don't know. There's just a big thing with social media in the industry right now where.
Well, they're attacking everybody, not just because I got a message. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, go to Instagram. Holy
hell. Instagram's hell. They're deleting accounts and everything. I seen a memo from Instagram saying that they were attacking accounts and anybody with fake. I was just like, wow. I'm like, that's crazy. See, I don't believe in that anyway. A lot of the artists, they do buy their likes and they buy their follows because they want their music heard, and I totally understand that. But on the same time, I feel you're hurting yourself. Because then when all this comes out, you know what I'm saying? They delete your account and then you have to start all over. So, that's a little bit crazy. But I was just curious.
Have you been deleted on Instagram?
I did. I got deleted in January, but I got it back up. I started a new one in March.
Oh, wow. See, that hurts a lot of people.
Though, I'm back up at... I'm almost at 6,000 followers on my new Instagram. So.
All right, so now I gotta ask you this, Kamile. Are your tits real?
Yes, they are 100%.
So you had to carry those around. Right, you've had to carry those around.
When they tickle and not wobble, you know they're real.
Yeah, that's true too. I have learned the difference in porn with real and fake. As far as the tits, I could never pick it out before, and my other half used to laugh, and he'd be like, "Look, if they wiggle, they flop, and they're not, you know what I mean? You're fine." He said it's the ones that are like that perfect up top tits, you know what I mean? That start doing that, So I was just like, "Wow, that's so crazy." That's just so. What movies have you done? Like, have you done like? Because I know y'all have different classifications, and like when Alexa started, every year she makes new goals with, you know what I'm saying, different types of movies she wants to do. What categories have you been in so far?
I think my three biggest movies have actually been since I've been managed with my agency. After AVN last year, I started getting calls for a lot of bigger companies. I shot with Reality Kings first with Brad Knight. It was called Big Tits in Black, and it was in a beautiful house in Malibu. I think that was one of my favorite shoots. And then I shot with James Dean for New Sensation called Big Girls Are Sexy 5. And that one actually was a very big surprise to me because my agent called me up and was like, "Look at your DVD box cover." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Well, look online. It's all over." I was like, "Wow, I made it to the DVD
That is
box
so cool.
Sensations." So, like, I have a few different stores that'll call me in when they get new DVDs, and they'll have me come in and sign them and stuff.
Oh, that's wild.
And then my most recent one was with Ryan Madison. I shot for Porn Fidelity, and that one was weird because I wasn't ready, but you could tell on my face, and that's what fans like. It was like they understand, like, I wasn't used to that rough of a scene, but I was with it,
Oh, wow.
I did pretty good in that one. I was just like, okay, just tell me.
Okay, I got a question for you. So 2019 coming up. What are your top 3 companies who you haven't shot with that you want to shoot with?
I want to do Evil Angel.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to do my first blow bang.
What's
I
that?
don't know if I want to do a gangbang right away. I want to move into the blow bang
Wait, what's a
first.
blow bang? Y'all gotta keep me up with this. What's a blow bang?
It's like more
You're going to be learning tonight, you're
Right? I'm
into
learning
it.
something else now. What's a blow bang?
It's like more than 3 guys. I think it has to be more than 4, right? More than 4 guys, and
4 or more, I think it is.
yeah, you just basically just you get them all.
Basically, you get on your knees and you suck off 4 guys at the same time, Cal.
Oh, all right. So I get it. Blow bang. You give blow. I got it. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah,
I wasn't
it's
putting that
basically
together. God.
sex.
Okay. That's crazy.
And then I think I want to start with. I want to work for Pure Taboo.
Yes.
What are they?
Pure Taboo? It's one of the kind of the series that Bree Mills does.
Yeah, Bree Mills, that's her name.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Bree Mills is. So Cal, you know the series that I just shot with, Shape of Beauty, that is also done by Bree Mills. So Bree Mills does like a variety of series of different things. So there's like Taboo, there's like Girls Way, which is all like lesbian girl porn. There's all sorts of different ones that she does. Another is called Transfixed, which looks amazing. The other one is, I'm trying to think of something, Submission. And so anyway, she has a whole bunch of them, and Pure Taboo is one of them, and they're an amazing company to work with, and Brie is genius. Absolutely.
Yeah, she is.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
So that's.
What would you like to do, though, for Pure Taboo? Like, what did you think about what kind of scene you would like to do for them?
So I don't know. It's weird because, like, I've always been a dominatrix. I'm an Aries, so I'm dominant by nature. But it seems like as I've gotten into it in porn, it seems like I'm not really doing any dom scenes. So I kind of want to do, like, a switch scene.
What do you mean a switch
I like
scene?
that.
Pretty much, like, if you're not full dom, which I always have been, or you're not full sub, you're pretty much a switch. So you're like able to like switch like that, whatever.
Yeah, you go either way. You get top or bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That would be actually really interesting. I could see you doing that for sure. That would be hot.
Yeah, I think it would be really different for my fans to see. So.
Yeah, and it also takes you and pushes you to a different level of what you're normally used to as well, right?
Exactly.
Which is it's fun, like that part of it. That's one of the things I like about the industry is that you can push your own boundaries and change things up within a safe environment to do so.
Yeah,
it makes it fun, it makes it hot.
It's the only place you can be safe with it.
Really, I mean, right? Unless you're like with your significant other or something, and then you can be a little bit different. But that's definitely a safe environment, and then it's all captured, and you're like, woo, let's go watch that back. That was kind of hot.
Right.
No, that's a question for you. Do you ever watch your own scenes?
I was just going to say something about that. I recently just started because I had somebody ask me, for like, well, what were you doing right here? And I'm like, to be honest, I don't watch my own porn. So I had to go watch them, and I was like, what? Because that's another thing to bring back as far as, like, I would watch just, like, to see, oh, okay, well, this is what they did with, like, shooting with XL girls or Bumper Pass, which I love Clint to death, but it's just, I didn't really like how my scenes went. Like, my first interracial scene was really good, but then I'm looking, and I'm like, I look like I'm 4 months pregnant.
Yeah.
So,
angling. Yeah, the angle. Yeah, it's nice up for them.
Camera, but it's just, I want to love how I look also.
Exactly. It's important for us to love how we look, and they tend to disagree. It's not about, actually I mentioned that to him once, and I said, I don't like the way that he's like, it's not about what you like, it's about what the fans like.
Right.
And I'm like, but I have a hard time with it because it's my image that goes out there. And, I've shown up on set, and he's like, you're not allowed to wear anything black because it's going to make you look smaller than what you are, and we're trying to emphasize your size, not hide it. And I'm like, I don't want to emphasize it, you know? And he's like, we're going to play with your belly. I'm like, please don't play with my belly. Like, I don't know when anybody's touching my stomach. And he's like, well, that's what fans want. I'm like, oh, I don't want it. You know, I'm like, I don't like this very much. Don't tell me these things. So, yeah, they do make you look bigger than what you are.
Yeah, they do. And the whole thing where they have you put your underwear underneath your stomach.
Right?
Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they want that image. They want it to look like there's more fat on top of your underwear.
Oh.
I got the fat that's on top of my underwear, so I got that. But I usually try to hide that.
Right. I
they don't let you hide that.
Over my baby fat.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling you on it, girl. I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling it.
Wow.
I just know. Yeah, so, it's interesting that you just started watching your own scenes now. Here's the other question. When you watch them, do you get turned on by that?
Yeah, I have. Well, because the first time somebody told me, like, they were like, well, what are you doing? Like, so the person that was watching it, like, he was trying to basically get hard. So it was my sugar daddy. And he was watching it, and he was trying to get hard and everything, and he was like, the Viagra's not working. I was like, oh my God, all right, just watch one of my movies. So
there you go.
He was like, come here, what are you doing? And I was like, what? He was like, what are you doing right here? And it was like the scene, it was where I was with James Dean, and I kept on, like, I felt like I was going to fall because I was doing, reverse cowgirl? But it was like frog position. You're like backwards on your feet, and I kept on grabbing onto the couch. Like I kept on. He was laughing. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I almost fell."
Oh wow.
He was like, "What? You don't watch your own porn?" I was like, "No, that's weird." I was like,
"Yeah, you know what? It's funny because I know I asked so many people that do porn. I said, do you ever watch your own scenes? And I'm going to say 90% of them will come back to me and say no. And they're like, do you? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, you watch your own scenes? I'm like, yes, I do. I 100% watch my own scenes. And I do so, not only do I watch them once, but I generally watch them 2 or 3 times. And the reason I do is because
yourself and know, like,
yes, my first round, I'm like, ooh, why did I make that face? What was that for? Don't make that face again. And I'm like, oh, gee. And then, I realize that, I'm watching my own scenes, I'm like, my good God, I'm loud. Or I say, I say the same things too many times over, or holy hell, does my face really go that red when I come? Like things like that. Like, you critique yourself as you go through. And then I go back and watch it again, and I'm a little more about not focusing on me, but the whole scene in general. And then I watch it again, I'm like, God damn, that was really hot. And then I remember, as I'm watching it, the feeling that I was getting in those moments. And then it turns me on, and I'm like, ooh, this is great. So
I have to try that.
Yeah, because people think it's crazy, but I'm like, for me, it's how I learn. It's the same thing when I started modeling. I would get all my photos back, and I'm like, this would have been a great picture if only my face was turned slightly down, or if the light were to catch the right side of my face a little bit better, whatever, right? And so I would critique myself so I would get better the next time. My facial expressions or my body movements or whatever the case may be, I always wanted to make sure to be better the next set. So I do the same thing with my scenes. And
no, I definitely know what you're saying. I do the same thing, like, because I do music also, and, like, I'll have me and my producer and an engineer, and I'll have us all, like, either one will be on Facebook Live, the other one will be on Twitter Live, and then I'll be on Instagram Live, and so, like, I see all different angles of me while I'm in the booth, and I'm like, okay, this is not how I need to be looking, because if I'm doing this while I'm on the mic here, then that's how I'm going to look when I'm on stage. And I try and critique myself that way. So I definitely can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, because, and for those who don't, then great. But I mean, the thing is at the end of the day, I watch my scenes and I'm like, oh yeah, I did the same thing there. I'm like, oh, I really got to stop doing that. But when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't want to think about those things, right? You're like, again. There's that face again. I'm like, damn, or, yep, there I'm getting loud again. You try not to, but you're in that moment and you're just, like, stealing from the actors. I'm like, I don't know what to do. God, you're loud. I'm like, well, if you don't want me to be loud, don't make me come. You know?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what to tell you here. I really don't know what to tell you.
All right, Kamile, Spunk Lube.
Yeah.
You familiar with it?
Yep.
Yes.
Very. I didn't know there was anything until I've seen it.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Because,
Yeah, we love Spunk.
I get people that are like, oh, what's Spunk Lube? And then they'll be like, I'm like, really? Like, like.
How do you not know what Spunk Lube is?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're like, well, what is it like? A lube? Like a KY jelly? And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm like,
who are you talking to, Cal? Obviously, it's not people in the industry. I mean,
I don't believe it was actually. I don't believe he was in the industry, but I mean, just the name lube. You know what I'm saying? Just the lube thing. You should know that. What it is. I wouldn't consider it anything like KY, but
No, Spunk Lube is fantastic. The actual Spunk Lube is fantastic for, the pop shots, the cream pies, all those things that it's great for. But their whole line is amazing. The silicone is great. Their all natural is fantastic. I've used the orange and the pink a little bit, but it's the other two that I love. I love the silicone and the all natural one. They're fantastic.
The yellow?
Yeah, I like the water-based one. I'm allergic to silicone.
No.
Yeah, I'm allergic to silicone and I'm allergic to baby oil. So, they have to compromise for me and everything. I feel so bad because I'm like, I'm allergic to all these things. But, they'll have to get, coconut oil or something. That's what we had to use when I was with James Dean. We used coconut oil because they had baby oil on set. I was like, yeah, I can't use that. I had a bad experience. I did a scene for Score, and I didn't know that we were going to be using baby oil. And they had the oil, and it was like, oh, it's natural. Why am I turning red everywhere? That's
no.
Oh, my God. And it was a good scene, too, because it was a solo. But they used the same props and everything, the chair and all that, ended up turning into being a BJ scene for the next one because my solo went completely wrong. So
no.
they were like, well, we have to do something with this because you don't have, you're basically, my coochie looked like a lobster.
Oh shit. Well, they could have made something out of it.
Down onto it. My photos turned out amazing. I loved my body in that one because there was no way you were going to make my stomach look big when I'm upside down, hanging, got oil all over me, but...
Oh my God, you were hanging upside down?
Okay. I know a couple of girls that are like that, though, where, I love the scenes. I find one of the hottest scenes that I absolutely love is where the girls are, literally, dousing, and they're drenched in just oil, right? I think it's so goddamn sexy. But I know a couple of girls that are like, yeah, no, you can't use baby oil. Because if I get any baby oil anywhere near me, I'm going to blow up like a balloon, and I'm done. It will take them out. So, they're hypersensitive to the baby oil. But coconut oil, all you have to do with that is just warm it up.
Yeah.
It goes on, just as nicely.
Coconut oil
and I love
perfect for lube and everything.
I love coconut oil. For massages, for lubes, everything. I love it. Slather my body, go lay in the sun. It's some good shit, that is. You gotta like that stuff. But, it's a natural product. It's coconut. So, baby oil is not.
So you can't eat it either.
You can eat it.
Well, I'm saying coconut oil, you can't because you're allergic to it, right?
Well, baby oil, you can't. But coconut oil, that's the one thing about it is that, especially when you're doing a boy-girl scene, and you're using coconut oil to, rub on each other for massage scenes and stuff, when you're doing oral, it tastes good.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's this weird, greasy, whatever. It's coconut oil. It's even tastier than you were before. I don't know. It's good.
She's like, I'm a coconut now.
Yep, it's great for your hair.
Yep.
It's great for your skin. It's all good. It's all good.
So what? I know you said you were going to take a break, Kamile, for a couple of months after AVN. And when do you think you'll be back?
Probably in the March around my birthday.
Oh, all right. So it's only a couple months you're gonna take off.
Yeah.
Oh, I already got it right now. For your birthday, you're gonna do a birthday blow bang.
Oh, that's
Oh, God.
Perfect.
Yeah, my birthday blow bang. Yeah, I'm thinking that would be awesome. You
Yeah,
know,
that would be
start
kind
with
of
the
cool.
cake, put some icing on, some cocks, suck away. You know, yeah, I'm thinking.
Put the
I'm
candles
getting
and the
visual
cake in
here,
the
I'm getting
middle as
visual.
you go around to each dick, you know? Like, have some whipped cream and some
you know what would
cherries.
be even hotter is if they all had individually decorated cocks for you. For your birthday.
Yeah, there you go. Decorated cocks. There you go.
Decorated cock. I think that would be beautiful. So you can slather it all on there and you can decorate your cock the way you want and then you can lick it all up. It's like your fucking birthday cake. You can have your cake and eat it, or you can have your cock and eat it too. That's a punchline. There we go. We got your scene. For your birthday is decorate your dick and then you can have your cock and eat it too. There you go.
Oh,
That
shit.
sounds good. I will give you your credibility.
There you
Right,
go.
perfect. Write that shit down before we forget.
Right, because then we'll forget. So you got to write it down and make a note of that because I know I do that all the time. And
Well,
I'll
that
be
is
forgetting.
actually, I come up with some of the greatest ideas. I should talk to you guys and drink wine more often. I'm hearing now.
That's funny. That is funny.
That's great. I like that one. I'm liking it. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm
that
thinking
would be
this is great.
cute. Decorated dick.
Decorated dick.
Yep. My
For my
birthday.
birthday, I'm going to have my cock and eat it too.
So I've learned two things tonight. Tit and pull is actually titty fucking. Like, I've just learned some stuff
Blow
tonight.
bang is,
And blow bang is 4 more guys that you give head to. So okay, I got this. I'm learning. I'm learning.
Yep.
It's basically, it turns into a bukkake.
Yep.
You know, before I got into porn, like, that was my favorite word. Like, I don't know why. It just sounded
What
so
is it?
Bukkake.
Bukkake.
What's that?
Oh shit, she's going to learn something else.
When you and you have a bunch of guys basically jack off on you.
So it's basically kind of like they're just all standing around and they jerk off on you?
Yeah.
And that's called what now?
Well, they're standing. They're not sitting.
Right. And what is it?
Yeah,
What's
you're
it
the
called?
one, like, on your
Bukkake?
knees or whatever. And
What is it? It's spelled like Bukkake or something.
Oh, Bukkake.
something like that, yeah.
Oh, wait, I can't say it.
Bukkake,
Bukkake?
I believe it is. Bukkake.
Bukkake.
Yeah.
No, I still like the whole decorated dick thing.
Yeah, I know.
That is
Yeah.
wild. You have to, like, that's going to be in my head now. That would be such, who's done that? You know what I mean? Who's done a birthday? That would be awesome. And they could each decorate their dick like a birthday confetti type thing or whatever.
Yeah, sprinkles and everything.
Yeah.
Go for it. Damn, and it'll be tasty. I mean, I love second class, but you put some sprinkles and icing on it? Damn, I'm going to be there feasting all day. You get 4 more of them. We got a smorgasbord. We're all good. I'm already in a happy place right now.
That's funny. Yeah, that would be good.
Yep. I'm looking forward to this around March.
Yeah, because now I won't forget your birthday. Yeah.
I'm going to shoot you one off, and I'll be like, okay, here's it. You know, and this is what you want to do. Take this to the companies, you know, when you're looking to shoot with them, just say, this is what I want to do for my birthday. Can you put this together for me? That's what I would do.
I'll definitely do that. I'll figure out where, like, I don't know what companies will shoot with me for it. Like, I don't, well, I'm obviously going to be way smaller than, but.
Don't go, just don't go into like a, like real skinny mode. Like, that's just.
No, I'm not. Like, I have a trainer that I'm going to and everything, so, like, he's about to build my ass up and everything.
Oh, let me know the secret of that, like how to build the ass up.
I'm keeping my titties. I need to, my ass needs to be there.
Yeah, just keep the curves, because, you know, there's nothing sexier than a woman with curves. And this is my opinion. I'm going to say now. But for me, I just sexy.
Yeah, and what's crazy is, I mean, so that's kind of cool though, because he's gonna kind of like sculpt your body for you, you know, like help you with that. So that is kind of cool.
Yeah, I got 2 things. I'm about to go in training also. I forgot what his name is, but so I'm going into training with this guy for boxing, because I haven't been in boxing for a long time. But I'm gonna be hosting at Dames and Games out here. I'm not sure if they're gonna do January. I think before AVN. I'm gonna be hosting a Caliente Cage Rage, which I'll be getting in the ring with another fighter, and I'll be fighting there.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Oh wow!
I'm already thinking of another scene. It's coming in my head right now.
That's funny.
Oh, that's exciting though. Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm super nervous because I've never done MMA. Like, it's full MMA.
Oh, so it's like real boxing, real fighting.
Yeah, with every girl, every guy who's ever pissed you off in your life and just go tear a strip off the poor son of a bitch is going to be in the ring with you.
Yeah, this is the only time it will be legal, though.
Exactly. This is your one chance to just humble the hell out of somebody. Do it up. Just go for it.
Wow, that is so crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
All that pent up anger and frustration.
Right.
I think we should all get to a ring.
And you're hosting it too, right?
Yeah. I feel bad for whoever's ever going to be in the ring with me.
See, there you go. That's the attitude to have.
Right.
Feel sorry for them. Pent up anger and frustration all coming at you at once.
Right.
That's good. That's a good thing. That's awesome.
The only strip club fight I've ever been in, I won't get in trouble for it.
See? Right. Yeah. Oh, man.
That's
I like
wild.
how this conversation is going.
All right, so we know that you're going to go for a break after AVN and take a couple months off to get your training and everything. And then you're gonna have the birthday of Dick's, and oh my God, that is just I need to watch that one if you do it, because that would be kind of wild. Like that's just like a whole birthday celebration thing, you know?
Yep.
And what else do you see? Like, what's one of the fantasy shoots that you would like to do? Like, make your own kind of movie.
I haven't really thought about it too much. Like, I'm excited to do my first clothing and gaming because I've never really done it. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess every girl kind of has that fantasy of a gangbang.
A gangbang?
Yeah. I'm just, it's different because I know it's going to be rougher on camera, you know? So, I'm like, I'm not ready for that yet.
Well, the thing is if you don't want it rough, just tell me you don't want it rough. I mean, there's those ones that are like kink that are going to, like, what's that?
I said, but then I don't feel like it'll look right because I want my fans to, you know, my fans are going to want to see it rough if it's a gangbang.
Well, the thing is that they can share you, like, you know, toss you around a little bit, but it doesn't have to be like kink, you know, where it's like, freaking, they don't care where they're putting it, how hard they're sticking it, and they're just going to fucking give it to you. I mean, I've seen some gangbangs that are done fantastic, where it's more, there was one that, Brittany Amber did. Mm-hmm. And I believe one of the guys in there, I can't remember the names of some of the others, but I know Carlos Cabrera was in one of it. He was in it with her. And it was basically a boyfriend who brings his girlfriend to a house, and, you know, then she does the gangbang with a bunch of the guys. But it wasn't, I mean, it was hot as hell, but they didn't rough her up. You know, it was more for, it was like she was performing for her boyfriend who was also part of it. And it was sexy as hell, right? And it was a really good, and I loved watching gangbangs. And so it was a really hot gangbang, but they didn't, you know, they didn't manhandle her around and treat her like she was just a piece of meat. But yet they did, if that makes sense. But it's really good. Yeah. She seemed to really enjoy it. So, you know, it looked like she was into it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. Brittany Amber, she's beautiful. Love her.
Yeah, we gotta line up all these people because once we hit Demon Seed, yeah, there's no weeks I can take off. So even if you've got something to do, oh my God, I am just watching I'm scrolling through as I do this because it's like, you know, and there's this very large BBW and they're fucking her belly button with a dildo. I'm like, what the hell? I had to scroll back to be like, what the hell are they doing?
I laughed. It's what they like. It's what the fans like to see. Fans of big girls want to see big girls doing things like that. That's what they get off on, and that's what they like. It's, you know, to us it may seem a little bit different, but then again, having to dress up like a clown and pop balloons seemed a little odd too. But they want to see, that's what they want to see, you know?
And there's like a skinny
So
girl
my
kneeling
biggest thing
down
is,
beside her.
you know,
I would
as
think
long
it would hurt her belly button, though.
no, soft. But, I mean, it's, you know.
I guess that's like a guy, I had a guy that I knew a while ago. His fantasy was to put his dick near somebody's ear.
Near their ear?
Anyone that said they can, their freaking nose, your ear.
Oh my God, you're not fucking my ear. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, what the hell? Why do you want to put your dick near my ear?
I don't know.
Ugh.
That's just awkward. Like, is it because there's a hole? Like,
I guess they think,
Pretty
you know,
much.
as long as there's a hole, they can stick it.
where is it gonna go?
Right.
I was
It's not even going to be able to go like an inch down.
But my thing is if your dick is small enough to fit into my ear, then we have bigger problems.
Yeah, that I was just going to say, then there's bigger
Just
problems
wanting
if
to
your
fuck
dick
my
is
ear.
that big,
You
like
know what
small.
I'm saying? Yeah,
That
you
is
can
so
fit
crazy.
that, and you can go, no, that's not okay with me.
No.
That is so crazy.
Look at what our conversations go, Cal.
I know.
I mean,
It happens all the time, though. But, I mean, you got to look at it's so weird for me. You know, I'm not in the industry. Of course, I watch porn. You know, and it's funny because people ask me, well, what's your fantasy? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I really never really put thought into it. And I think that's something for this new year that I have to do. I get more in touch with my sexuality because I don't know. I don't know why. Like people and even my other half will be like, so you know, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't have nothing. It's like really? Like I don't think of it like that. I don't know what it is. I guess I gotta like tune into that more.
something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
It's okay. So something's wrong with you, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But I had a friend of mine that do that not that long ago. We were wandering around in a sex shop, and you know, I was showing her a couple of different things and stuff, and she brings me over to this glass case, and it's got, you know, like the hook in it, you know, the metal hook, and a bunch of other little fun little toys. And she's like, "Oh my God, have you seen this? Do you know what this is? What does that do? Where does that go?" And then she's looking at me like, "Have you seen these things before?" And I'm like, "I shoot porn." Yes. And I'm looking at her going, "Babe, you know what it is that I do. I don't know why this surprises you." And she's like, "Well, how does that thing work?" And then, I mean, I'm sitting there staring at her, I'm thinking, "Oh, my Lord, help me. We're going to have to get into this conversation," right? And she's like,
God.
"I didn't know that you did all that."
Wow.
I didn't say I necessarily did it, but I know exactly what it does. You know?
Right.
I just find it so funny when people, they just think that it's so, they just, two people to just get together, they have sex, and somebody films it. I'm like, it's something a little more than that, but that's okay.
And it's funny, you know, I find it funny because, like, I have to start hitting more of the adult stores here with Spunk Lube, and I hate when you walk into a sex store and the employees there are just so, like, non-helpful or don't try talking. Like, I'd be in there with all the toys, like, hey, check this out, and, you know, you should buy this and that. I mean, they don't really talk much, you know. I think I only met one woman at Bad Kitty that she was very energetic and, you know, can I help you look? And me, I'd be asking questions. I had bought they had an Alice in Wonderland collection of dildos and vibrators.
Ooh.
And I loved Alice in Wonderland, you know, so I was like, oh shit, I gotta get something from here. So I did. I bought one
That's
of them.
cute.
Yeah, it was so
I know,
cute.
isn't it? I want an Alice in Wonderland dildo.
That's
I
what
want
I'm
a
saying.
collection
Like
now.
Alice in Wonderland, you know, I was so excited, and I mean, it was expensive, but I mean, it was cute. You know, it was part of a collection. My intentions was to go back and get them all, but I didn't do that. And I mean, they always have some kind of collection. You know, like when 50 Shades of Grey was out, they had all this, you know, the whips and the chains and all that craziness.
Yeah.
And so it's like they always have something, you know. So it's like, come on now, you work in an adult store, you know, you should definitely, you know, be into your job and go up to these people because there is things in there I had no. Like, I will admit, there's one I do want, but I just don't want to pay that much for it. It's a couple $100, but it's kind of like you can give somebody the other part of it, and it's kind of hooks up through the iPhone that they control your vibrator.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm totally getting one of those.
Yeah, I want one. And they have one that goes to music too that you plug into your iPhone. You hook it up to your iPhone and you can play music, and I guess the vibrator goes to the music.
Well, it's what it is those are great for the club because the ones that are like that, the vibrator goes on faster to like the different beats.
Yeah.
So the faster the beat, the faster the vibrator.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, see, those would be good for the club.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, I'm gonna be coming out with my toy line soon too. I'm talking to a couple people in Asia right now.
Oh, that's kind of
Good
awesome.
for you.
That's awesome.
Well, when you start getting all this stuff together, send me some links and your social media stuff, and I will retweet and promo on this, on my side as well.
I will too. I'll help you
get
out with
out
that.
there.
And we can also put the line up on my website.
Too, actually.
What's that, honey?
So I have a contest that's going on. I want to mention to our fans.
Absolutely.
So hold on. Let me go. Sorry, I'm at my publicist's house right now. It just got loud in there. Okay, so I have a contest where I'm going to be basically the winner will get to go on the red carpet with me as my date to the XBiz Awards in LA this January.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I'm going to be coming up with all the details of it. Well, it's already coming up. I already came up with it, but I'm going to be presenting all the details through my first press release this week.
All right, well, take it or send me a message or whatever, and I will definitely retweet that and get it out as well for you on my end of things. That's actually really cool. What a great idea.
I know. I was just like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm over here trying to figure out who I'm going to bring to the red carpet. Why don't I just make it a contest and see which one of my fans is my biggest fan and who's going to go with me?
That's awesome. And who would want to go with you? You'd be a great date. You're beautiful. You're sexy. You're going to be on the red carpet. Hell yeah. Just break the contest, bring me, and then we're good to go. I mean, we'll just make it easy. That's a great idea, though. That's awesome.
And I think what I'm going to do is give them a little training, like a 2-hour training session, so that he knows how to, like, pose and everything and walk the red carpet.
Yeah, because, he's got to look good.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely send some links and some information about that and anything. Like I said, your toy line coming up, and all your social media stuff, all that kind of stuff. We want to make sure that we promote you and get you out there.
Thank
you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that, and I think in your line of toys that you're coming out with, you should come out with the birthday dicks.
Yeah, just decorate
do like the decorated dildos, and this is for your birthday. That way, girls will buy them and be like, hey, this is my birthday toy,
Yeah.
That would be cool. Well, we're going to wrap things up because we went a little bit over, but that's okay. And I really wish you all the success, and definitely keep up with us. And when you come out with these new lines and stuff, let me know, because we'll support that too.
I definitely will.
Definitely.
Oh, I want to tell everybody to keep a lookout for my music coming on. You can't find me through my porn name, but my music artist name is the Kid Kamora. That's THAKIDKMORA. So if everything goes right, should be hearing me out by first quarter.
That's freaking awesome. You got lots going on, girls. Tell us where else where fans can find you. So your social media, your websites, all that kind of stuff. Shout that out so everybody knows where they can find you.
Okay, my Twitter is I am Kamile Amora. My Instagram is the real Kamile Amora. My Snapchat is Kamile Amora XXX or fancentral.com/Kamile Amora if you want to go through my premium. My OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/I am Kamile Amora. And my minivids is minivids.com/Kamile Amora XXX. And then if you want to book me, you can contact Ideal Image Models through my agent, T-Real. And for any PR, my publicist is James Bartlett at Galaxy Publicity.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Now, you know what? Do me a favor. Get all that down in a tweet. Tag me in it so I can retweet it, so we can get that out so everybody knows where to find you.
Okay, sounds great.
Absolutely, and
awesome.
we'll all share it. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. We have a lot of international listeners tonight, I've noticed. So that's a good thing.
Thank you for listening to me.
Yeah, I love it when we have the international because, you know, it's hard, but the biggest fans that we have are out of France and Germany. It's so crazy.
Right. That's okay. We got to get you world known. So, you know, I wish you all the best coming up. I look forward to seeing you in 2019 at AVN. And really looking forward to your decorated dick for your birthday. So,
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Put it out there. I'm thinking it's a great idea. So, but it was great talking to you. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Alexa. It was a pleasure for you guys having me on.
All right, awesome. Definitely keep up with us, and I wish you the best of luck in 2019.
Thank you.
And have a great weekend. All right, bye-bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you. You too.
Bye now.
Bye. All right, y'all. So that was Kamile Amora with Alexa Gray. And I thought that was a pretty awesome interview. And she's got a lot going on for her. I'm really excited about the idea Alexa gave her with the birthday date. Because, you know, that's one of the areas she wants to touch. And I learned something else again tonight. You know, you got the tit and pull. And here I would have never imagined that. I really would have thought it would have been somebody pulling on your tits, not realizing that it was just titty fucking. But I think it's pretty cool. All right, then, so you all have a great weekend. Don't forget, tune in to hear the recap of this in California. And pretty soon we'll be coming live every Friday night, same time out of Demon Seed Radio. So get ready. New Year's going to be taking off.